60 overall to BO2K rating. When you see me, you think power, I ain't raised Canaan. Had to get it out the mud, now it's apes bathing. Whip flying, turn the garage to a space station. Time to start a new kid, I'm finna plane Jane. Meech on the beat, I know you hear the bass basin. Oh, yo, first I guess I'm heard a hater hating. I just told him show his bank saving. It get hot up in the kitchen. Hey, this my safe haven. Deep down inside, dog a fan, he just fake hating. Already said we vacation. When we headed to the tension, no, it ain't no vacations. Ain't that what face it? I can't stop how ironic that the had my super gremlin pull up off a fake 10. Yo, baby locked in like I'm in a playpen. Walk in the stool just to preach. Amen. Invented fire, we some cavemen. All the haters, they don't bother me, I hate them. You tryna make friends, we tryna make ends. Why you playing with that little paper? You better save rent. At half quarter, all my haters on the same bench. I done Mexico, I got my on the stove. It's on the counter, couple on the floor. Only time you see me ducking when I'ma keep blowing these M's and I'ma keep multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity, can catch me on the moon. Multi-personalities, you know I done lost all gravity, can catch me on the moon. Me and Brody in the boondocks, Huey and Riley. You know I get a big ghetto mix Gucci with Nike. I'm using the polite. I let the like me. I'm near off a script, it's a movie inside. Said she wanna earn the spotlight, you got Louis to buy me. He done got his screws loose and he ain't no to buy me. All this ball, gotta throw on all this jewelry to ice. You ain't gotta teach me how to drill, I ain't my boo. Tied in with cousin and plus I'm cool. On a blessing, she got chew on salute. Halloween's I only rock the mask, skip the costume. All these questions, you'll be acting like do. Cut you the out for that clock, that's why his watch loose. Eyes all around my head, I gotta watch you.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast. Of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. This game marks the end of this stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Should be some fireworks in this one, Greg. Two cross-conference rivals squaring up.
Kevin, can you smell the intensity in the air? You can tell these guys mean business. Both teams want to prove they're the better squad.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. To the inside, Hachimura, and Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a three-point game.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Back to James, and stolen by Tatum. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Turner.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's James. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
There's the pick. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Hayes, no good.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Tatum down low. The Celtics working the ball around now. The shot by Holiday, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 10. Hayes, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Tatum, no good. Pass to Hayes. Back to LeBron. The crossover. And James throws it down.
And it's the level of creativity that separates LeBron. It's second to none because he's such an incredible ball handler also.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I asked him about the challenge of facing Miles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Miles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
All right, David, thanks.
Time right now for your Lakers breakers. Let me hear you.
Lakers trail by 8. Doncic looking it over. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
2 minutes remaining.
And here's Holiday after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Offline with his 3. To the middle. Here's Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Rui showing off that athletic ability.
Boston leading by 7. Tatum with it. And Hachimura picks him up defensively. Holiday with the 3. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Assisted.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
The shot by Turner, no good. Lakers trail by 11. Pass to Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And the first one at the line is good. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And here is Doncic following the 3 from Drew Holiday. Here's Reeves. Changes up. And he lays it up and in.
Nice concentration from Reeves. Never loses focus despite the contact.
Inside, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on court.
.29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to connect. Screen by James. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston leading by 11. To the paint. Here's Pritchard. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Boston shooting their first free throw this game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the dunk by Tatum.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
On top of that, they're creating turnovers and taking advantage by converting on the offensive end.
Lakers trail by 14. James. And Horford pulls it down. Brown outside. Pass to Cornette. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Now connect. Still yet to score. Vanderbilt misses. Celtics leading by 15. Here's Hauser. Oh, good with the triple. And here is Los Angeles now. Our next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That's the first of 6 played on the road. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys.
Let's see it. Dancing machine. You must have let your dancing shoes at home. Let's hear it for you.
Celtics leading by 13. Let's find out what the news is on Derek White. David, what's the update?
Hey guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. There's never a good time for injuries, but right in the thick of the season, this is a difficult one.
What a thing of beauty from James.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
As a junior college product, Dalton Kennett, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee. And there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Nice move. James absorbing hits on the drive.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brown right side. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
That's a good one. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Down low. I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away. Undrafted out of college, Austin Reeves has beat the odds and become an outstanding player. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And Brown throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
But getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
Here's Hauser. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Hachimura. Rebounded by the Celtics. It's Brown with the drive. And finished off by Brown.
Carving up the defenders like a surgeon. Brown is gifted at getting all the way to the rim.
Hachimura. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Lakers trailed by 17. Here's LeBron. Some solid defense from Brown. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hauser misses. And so it's the Lakers with it. Looking to end its cold spell. Tries again. James. Rebounded by Hauser. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions.
Get on your feet. Show some love for the Laker girls dance team.
There's 1:38 left in the first half. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Pass to connect. Shot to stop the run. Some solid defense from Brown. Boston leading by 20. Now here's Turner. The kick out to Holiday. And it's off from three-point range. And here's the Lakers. Here's James. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaylen Brown.
His second personal.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter. And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Lakers trailed by 19. Pass to Hayes. The shot missing. So it's the Celtics now. Here's Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 9.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
James. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's White. And there's the drive. Good on the shot. White's got his first points of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's James. The rebound by the Celtics. Here's Brown. And so it's Boston, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Doncic with it. To the paint. It's stolen by Brown. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Turner. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And that one drops for him. LeBron's got 10 points.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's going to stop that?
And here's Tatum for 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. Pass to James. Puts the move on. And it's sent back by Turner.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
And here's Tatum for 3. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holiday gets the bucket.
Oh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Welcome to the floor, the Lakers Ice Squad. Let them hear you. Get now back on the court, your Ice Squad. You know what time it is? T-shirt time. Let's give a big round of applause to your Lakers Ice Squad.
And so it's the Lakers with it. James outside. Over to the left wing. And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, nice pass there by James. His teammates really will appreciate his ability to facilitate.
Pass to Pritchard. Off target from three-point range.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player.
After suffering a heart attack before his college career even began, to see James playing here and now is special. His story is really inspirational. And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Finney-Smith. Boston grabs the miss. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
Up top, Doncic. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Swiped it away. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
3 points.
Hauser's got 8 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Holiday surveying the floor. Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. To the inside. Plays it up and banks it in. And that's now 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Doncic, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Out to the wing. Here's Pritchard. Trains the three-pointer. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Hayes. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The kick out to Brown. On the wing, Holiday. 12 points for him. Takes a three. That doesn't go either for Brown.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
The shot's good from Hayes. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Outside Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Vanderbilt. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's sent back by Turner. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Left side, Brown. Pass to Horford. Clock at 6. Over Vanderbilt. Here's Pritchard. And the three off target. James in the high post. 12 points for him. Hayes, no good. The wide open look here for Holiday. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He got... In double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
66.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Boston. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Pass to Pritchard. 5 on the clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Horford from outside.
The work ethic of Reeves makes him a two-way threat. He's always trying to outwork you.
Vanderbilt with it. Another shot. And he banks in the layup. Vanderbilt's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Lakers.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Horford's shot is good.
And it's the long arms and broad shoulders that make Horford such a tough matchup inside. Teams try to get physical with him, but he's usually up to the challenge.
And here is Vanderbilt. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
Celtics ball. Now into the lineup, your Lakers. Number 9, Bronny James.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, White. Misses the three. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Connect. And Connect slams it in.
Connect so instinctive at finding open space there and taking advantage.
To the right side. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's James. And the dunk by James.
Oh, yes. This James, he can fly as well.
Tatum looking around. Lays it up off the glass. Tatum's got 12 points here in the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
That's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Pass to Tatum. Shakes him. Back to Holiday. Second shot opportunity. And it's Luka with the rebound.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Good work defensively by Turner. Here's Williams. Diving in. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Rui Hachimura picks one up. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Boston.
Oh, they've done a lot of damage in transition. Every time they see a chance to push the tempo, they're gone.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
6 to shoot. They set the screen. And it's sent back by Turner. Tatum down low.
And when Tatum is aggressive like that, it's tough to keep him off the line.
That's his first.
And the first one drops. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games. We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
2 minutes remain in this
Left side, Tatum.
2 minutes.
Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Doncic. To halt the run. The shot, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. And the Lakers turn it over again.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And so Tatum nails them both. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And here's the Lakers. Here's Doncic. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many Scots felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Taken away by Hayes. And they're running. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James, no good. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Los Angeles. Inside. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Tatum. Rebounded by the Lakers. Now Hachimura. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His third personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
Rui Hachimura. Taking
Hachimura hits them both. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was...
For you, put up to the side for you. I ain't gotta hide from you. That I make you. Had you out to Patty. G6 Scotty.